Okay.
So let's say I'm looking at like an acre area that I want to do, or a little over an acre that I want to do the circuit design in, right? And in my mind, I'm already thinking, I'm thinking about planting like different things, in this circle. But what I'm thinking, because of being a bow hunter, I'm thinking, all right, 0 to 20 yards, 0 to 10 yards is this, and then 20 to 30 yards is this, then 30 to 40 yards is this. Almost like a built-in yardage marker for myself as a bow hunter. That's what I'm seeing in my head. Now, whether that's right, wrong, or indifferent, I have no idea. I'm gonna let you talk on that, but that's what I'm seeing in my head.
About planting different things and you using that as your yardage markers type thing?
Absolutely,
Yeah. What
absolutely.
what why wouldn't that work? I mean, if you could do your first 20 yards up to your bow stand and a half moon shape on your property. So you did a half moon shape of clover that you know your farthest point's going to be 20, 25 yards.
Hmm.
Do grains on the you know, I'll do another 20-yard portion of that half moon circle. So you'll know in your mind if that deer's here or midway into that plot, you're going to say, okay, so you did your grains from 20 to 40 yards. In the middle, good guess is 30, right? I mean,
Hmm.
you're simplifying what you're doing. So, I mean, that's absolutely a great aspect to look at it. So, but nothing says that you have to do, you know, all clover in this plot. You could split it up down the middle. So a circle, I'll go back to that too. Say you take screening and you put it 10 yards wide and you split that in half.
Hmm.
One side put clover, other side put brassicas on. It all depends on what night that buck wants to come out on which side. Then okay, based on wind direction, I can sit in this stand on this side or on this side of it. And if you put it down the middle, you're gun hunting and it's only, 70 yards to that far then and 70 yards to that far end. I can hit anything from the stand. And I've split the plot in half. I've got screen, so deer have to be moving around to see each other. I've got food sources on both sides. I mean, that's an option for the circle if you're doing a circle plot. So, and that you could do that for a square plot too, is just
Hmm.
utilizing those screens and just basically making different compartments or
Yeah,
rooms or whatever you want to call them. But if
yeah,
you make it so you can see it from the stand, yet the deer can't see each other on the ground, that's what you're ultimately trying to accomplish.
yeah.
So, yep,
No, that makes sense. So let's if you're doing running a circular, I guess it really depends on the size of the plot itself. When we look at the
yep.
circle size, right? Where would you place stands on this then? Like, I know wind has a part, plays in all this, but generally speaking, where are you looking to put stands at on a circular plot? What's the best advantage?
One is access point, which way I can get in and out without disturbing any of the deer if they are out there at night or in the morning. Some way I can just sneak out of there without disrupting them. I mean that most of the time on a circular plot, that's what you want is your access point.
Hmm.
So for that particular plot, so um, can you utilize some screen to help you get there because the trail that they're always using is right next to you? Absolutely. There's nothing that says you can't, but access point, getting in without disrupting anything that's in the plot or coming to that plot. I mean, that's access is probably your best thing for a circular plot type thing or a rectangular, or however you want to put it.
Okay,
Yep.
because me being ignorant that I am, I'm thinking I'm just gonna throw my stand right in the middle of this so I can see everything all around and kind of figure it out. Put my tower stand in there so I can just look around and see everything. So
So,
I'm
but
kidding.
I've seen that too, where guys put stands up. They have their big tower blinds, and you know, it works. Access to that tower blind, though, when you walk out in that open field, we grew up, farm country or whatever, and guys just put tower blinds in the middle of the thing. One, so they could shoot in all directions. They can hit
Hmm.
anything that comes on the field, which is it's best idea out there, so you can shoot anything that comes out there. But the problem is if there's anything out there, one, you just spooked them all off. Are they going to come back due to pressure? And then two, you're walking out there. The deer can see you, even if they're in the woods and you haven't seen them. They're seeing you, so they
Hmm.
know where you're at. So they just seen you walk to the tower blind, so they know in their minds that's not safe. I'm not going that way.
Not going there.
So you know way to combat that is, maybe you do a big, just like I said, you just create screens to allow that access in and out of that
Mhm.
blind, and then the deer have no idea whether you're there or not. So, and it's the element of surprise that will get them. So,